Have you ever felt that there's something more to this reality? A deeper purpose behind the seemingly random events of your life? A greater meaning to your existence than what you've been told? You're right. This physical dimension, this reality you call life, is not your home. It's your classroom. Today I'm going to reveal the cosmic truth about your purpose here. A truth that ancient mystery schools guarded for millennia, that quantum physicists are now confirming, that your own soul has been whispering to you through intuition, dreams, and moments of inexplicable knowing. This truth will transform how you perceive every experience, every challenge, every relationship in your life. It will shift your entire understanding of why you're here and what you're meant to accomplish. The first key insight is that consciousness precedes form. You are not a body that somehow developed consciousness. You are consciousness that has temporarily taken physical form. Your true essence, what some traditions call soul, spirit, or higher self, existed before your birth and will continue after your physical death. This is not a matter of belief, but of direct experience for those who have accessed higher states of awareness through deep meditation, sacred plant medicines, or near-death experiences. Modern quantum physics supports this understanding through experiments demonstrating that consciousness is fundamental to the universe, not an emergent property of matter, but the primary field from which matter arises. The second key insight is that this physical dimension was specifically designed as a learning environment. Just as you wouldn't send a child to school expecting them never to face challenges or make mistakes, your soul didn't enter this dimension expecting perfect conditions or constant ease. This dimension was chosen precisely because it contains the exact conditions needed for accelerated consciousness evolution. These conditions include duality, the perception of opposites like good-bad, light-dark limitation, the experience of boundaries and constraints causality, the relationship between actions and consequences, temporality, the linear experience of past, present, and future. These conditions don't exist in higher dimensions where consciousness operates without such constraints. They are unique to this physical plane and create the perfect environment for soul growth. The third key insight is that you specifically chose the circumstances of your incarnation. Your soul selected your body, your family, your early life conditions, and even your core challenges not as punishment, but as curriculum. This selection wasn't made from a place of limitation, but from the expanded awareness of your higher self, which recognized exactly which experiences would catalyze your greatest evolution. The difficult parent who never understood you, the health challenge that altered your life path, the talent that comes so naturally it feels like magic, the recurring pattern you can't seem to break. None of these are random. All were specifically chosen as part of your soul curriculum. The fourth key insight is that every experience in this dimension serves one primary purpose: consciousness expansion. Your soul doesn't measure success in terms of wealth accumulated, status achieved, or even happiness experienced. It measures growth through the expansion of qualities like compassion, the ability to feel with others' wisdom, the integration of knowledge and experience, presence, the capacity to fully inhabit each moment, love, not as emotion, but as a state of being. These qualities can only be developed through direct experience, which is why your soul chose to enter this dimension. You cannot learn compassion in theory. You must experience suffering to understand it. You cannot develop wisdom through concept alone. You must face challenges to integrate it. This is why the most difficult experiences in your life often catalyze the greatest spiritual growth. They're not punishments or bad luck. They're accelerated learning opportunities. The fifth key insight is that you are never alone in this classroom. Just as schools have teachers, guides, and fellow students, this dimensional school has a complex support system designed to assist your learning journey. These include spirit guides, higher dimensional beings assigned to your soul family, other consciousnesses evolving alongside you, synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that guide your path, dreams, communications from your higher self, and guides intuition, the direct knowing that bypasses rational thought. These support systems are always available, though your awareness of them may fluctuate based on your level of receptivity and attention. Now, Understanding these cosmic truths transforms how you approach every aspect of life. When you recognize this dimension as a school, you stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What is this teaching me?" You stop seeing challenges as punishments and start recognizing them as curriculum. You stop measuring success by external achievements and start measuring it by internal evolution. This perspective shift doesn't mean you passively accept suffering. It means you engage with it consciously, extracting the growth it was designed to catalyze. To help you apply this understanding practically, here are 3 specific techniques. First, the curriculum identification process. For any significant challenge you're facing, ask these precise questions. What quality of consciousness is this situation designed to develop? What limiting belief or pattern is this experience highlighting? How would my higher self want me to respond to this curriculum? Write your answers in a journal dedicated to your soul's education. This process transforms your relationship with challenges, revealing their purposeful design rather than their apparent randomness. Second, the dimensional perspective shift. When facing a difficult decision or emotional state, practice temporarily elevating your viewpoint to that of your higher self. Close your eyes and visualize rising above your current situation, seeing it from an expanded non-physical perspective. From this vantage point, ask, how does this situation appear from a soul-level view? What would my eternal self prioritize in this moment? What growth opportunity exists here that my human self might be missing? This practice aligns your human decisions with your soul's educational priorities. Third, the conscious student protocol. Begin each day by acknowledging your role as a student in this dimensional school. Set this specific intention. Today, I consciously participate in my soul's education. I remain aware that each experience contains a lesson. I commit to extracting the growth from every interaction, challenge, and blessing that comes my way. This daily practice activates your awareness as a conscious participant in your soul's curriculum, rather than a passive victim of circumstance. As you implement these practices, you'll notice profound shifts in your experience. Challenges become opportunities. Failures become feedback. Relationships become mirrors. Patterns become curriculum. Life itself becomes purposeful. This understanding doesn't remove life's difficulties, but it transforms your relationship with them. The pain doesn't necessarily diminish, but the suffering which comes from resistance and misunderstanding gradually dissolves. Remember, you didn't come to this dimension to avoid challenges. You came to grow through them. You didn't incarnate to find constant comfort. You incarnated to expand your consciousness. You aren't here by accident or cosmic coincidence. You're here by soul choice, for soul growth. This physical reality isn't your prison or your home. It's your school, perfectly designed for your evolution. And when you've completed your curriculum, when you've developed the qualities your soul came to cultivate, you'll graduate from this dimensional classroom and continue your eternal journey of consciousness expansion. Until then, be a conscious student, engage fully with your curriculum, extract the growth from every experience. This is the cosmic truth about your purpose here. This is the meaning behind your human journey. This is the reason you chose to incarnate, not to accumulate, but to evolve, not to avoid pain, but to transform through it, not to remain the same, but to become more. You are consciousness in school, and every moment is your teacher. If you found this perspective illuminating, I invite you to explore my video, How God Speaks Through Quantum Synchronicities, where I reveal how the universe communicates directly with you through meaningful coincidences. These synchronicities are often the guidance system of your soul's educational journey. Share in the comments one experience that suddenly makes more sense when viewed as part of your soul's curriculum. Your insight might be exactly what another soul needs to hear today to understand their own journey.